Guys, it's me again. Today we are gonna do graph representation of motion. This is part 4 of it. If you haven't watched the other parts, I would highly recommend doing that. Okay, so coming on to graphs. Graphs are mainly a representation of graphical way of motion. Now there are many types of graph. First is distance time graph. Now the distance time graph is, yes, yes, so this is distance, for example, and this is time. Now the distance time graph is actually this, like, the thing with distance time graph is it can either go like slope or it can go like this, like zero angle and all, but it can never go down. That's the thing about them. This is because the distance can only increase or stay constant. It can't variate like negative in displacement's case. Coming on to the second thing. Now, first of all, always mention the unit. For example, I'm taking meter and time as seconds. Now, the thing is, for example, take this 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 seconds and 100 meter, 200, 300 meter and something. Now the thing is, distance time graph have like conditions. Now for example, you can actually find speed. Distance you can easily find from it. For example, this is the graph. You can easily see the distance is 300 meter as the slope of the graph stops at this. Now the thing is, time is equal to 40 seconds. Okay, so time we can find like this. Now you can also find speed from this. Speed is equal to distance upon time. So this will be equal to speed is equal to d upon t, which will be equal to, in this case, 300 upon 40 meter per second, giving us 7.5 meter per second. You can actually how to remember this, that speed is representable in graph, just distance by time. Simple. So this was distance time graph. Keep in mind, distance time graph can go like this, then this, but it can't go like this in this direction. Once it goes up, never comes down. Okay, now coming on to the second graph, which is our velocity time graph. Now velocity time graph is actually a velocity graph. Velocity is the velocity graph, or velocity time graph to be specific. Velocity time graph is helpful in acceleration, and it also helps us to find the displacement or distance, I meant, sorry. So first of all, velocity time graph, yes, the velocity can go up and down like this, but this isn't the only thing we can get from it. You can also cover the distance traveled by the object. It is area under the graph. For example, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, like 50 seconds, for example, 1 second, 10 seconds, and so on, 50 seconds. Okay, and this is, for example, 250 meter. So the distance will actually be 250 into 50 by 1 by 2. Now if anyone is wondering how I got the area of this, it's simple. We had a formula of triangle which is equal to half into base into height, which will here on calculation give us, it will be 12500 by 2, or in more simpler words, 6250. So I guess it's clear now. So velocity time graph, yes. Also, if you actually need to find acceleration, this is velocity, just for information, and this is the time part. Acceleration can be found is equal to velocity upon time. Now I know I told you velocity upon velocity minus initial velocity is time, and yes, that is also the case. If for example we have to find the acceleration between these points, so in that case we will take, but since the initial velocity becomes zero if we are measuring from this point, that's why velocity by time only for this graph, just for understanding. Okay, now coming on to it, so these were the two kinds of main graphs. There are also speed time graphs and all. Speed time graph is like velocity time graph, but keep in mind speed can't go down, so yes, that is it. Actually, speed can go down to that situation. Okay, so coming on to next are the equation of motions. Uh, Okay, so coming on to the next thing, equation of motion by graphical method. First of all, we need to understand the equation of motion. So first equation of motion is V is equal to U plus AT. Later on we will understand why, but for now formula and then graphical as well. V is equal to UT. Just for remembrance, V is equal to final velocity, U for initial velocity, and acceleration is A. A is equal to acceleration and T is time. I guess this is clear. So coming on to the second one, this is equal to S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Now keep in mind, I've seen some people confuse this with distance. This is displacement. Hence this can get zero even if the body has an initial velocity at a time. Just keep this in mind. So S is for displacement, not distance. Keep this highly in mind. The rest are same. Okay, coming on to the third one. The third one is V square minus U square is equal to 2AS, or final velocity square minus initial velocity square is equal to 2 into acceleration into displacement. Again, this is displacement, not distance. Now coming on to how to plot, how to prove these, or the plotation on graph. So for V is equal to U plus AT, give me 1 minute. Okay, so the first equation of motion V is equal to UT. How to represent this? See, this is a graph I just got from internet, but clearing on to that, like I told you how in velocity time graph V minus U upon T is acceleration. See here, like now the thing is OC is equal to BE. Okay, because OC is equal to velocity, final velocity. Then OU is equal to, OD is equal to AE. AE. So which is equal to initial velocity. Okay, now TA is equal to OE, which is equal to time. Now acceleration, as we know, is equal to initial velocity minus final velocity upon time, which is equal to V minus U, or wait, let me just simplify. So which will be equal to BE minus A E which upon t minus 0, which is equal to, since the units I mentioned, it's not a huge problem. Okay, just for this graph, no, otherwise it's a whole lot problem. So which will equal to v minus u by t minus 0. If someone is wondering why I'm putting this 0, it's because whenever we calculate time, we actually do this. The thing is, only if a particular time interval is given, we change the value from 0 to the given respective value. So yes, this is equal to acceleration as I mentioned previously. So at is equal to v minus u. Hence v is equal to u plus at. First one done. Bingo. Okay, so coming on to the second one, this graph. Second, s is equal to ut plus half at square. Remember how I told you that in velocity time graph, the displacement under the graph is the area. Alright, so just to sum up, what are we just gonna do is we are gonna find the area, and that will just solve the problem. So think about it. The area under the graph can be divided into two parts. This one, which is the rectangle, and this one, which is a triangle. Now the thing is, how to find this area? We see that first area. So area under graph is equal to AR rectangle ADOE plus area of triangle DAB. Okay, so yes, first of all, now area of ADOE. Now think about this. See, u minus 0, initial velocity minus 0, it will still give you u. So which is equal to u into t, because this is the time, right? You know the basic formula of rectangle. Area of rectangle is length into breadth. Here length is equal to time and breadth is equal to initial velocity. Now for the area of triangle is equal to half into length into breadth, which is in this case half into time into v minus u. Now some might say this equation is still not complete. Yes, that's the thing. Now remember how I said a is equal to v minus u by t? Well, we can do just that one trick. Okay, so yes, sorry. So which will be equal to ut plus half into v minus u by t into t square, which is equal to ut plus half at square. Bingo, second one done. Okay, so coming on to the third equation, the third one is v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Now think of the graph this way. Let me just rotate it a bit. Okay, so yes. Okay, so first of all, now think of it as a trapezium. Now see, this is the this is the parallel sides, initial velocity and final velocity, and this is height or time. Now if anyone who doesn't remember what was the formula of area of trapezium, it is half into sum of parallel sides into height. Okay, so area under graph is equal to area of trapezium. Now some might be thinking, why there are two formulas used? Well, two different answers, I guess. Okay, So area of trapezium is equal to half into sum of parallel sides into height. Now coming on to this, see the sum of parallel side. One parallel side is u minus 0 or initial velocity, which is equal to half into u minus 0 plus v. See, this is final velocity v minus 0 into time, because see, right, time is the height, because time is also parallel to the height from this. So yeah, which will be equal to s is equal to half into u plus v into t. So 2s is equal to u plus v into t. Now coming on to the next thing, we also know a is equal to v minus u by t, or if we find time from this, time is equal to v minus u by a. Pretty intense relation, but I understand. Now s, now think of this, can we put t is equal to v minus u by a? Absolutely no problem. So this will give 2s is equal to v minus u into v plus u up and into nothing. Okay, yes, upon acceleration, sorry, I just misunderstood a little something. Okay, so yes, this will be equal to 2s is equal to v square minus u square by acceleration, or which on simplification will give 2as is equal to v square minus u square. So these were the three motion of equation and their graphical representation, along with a general idea of graphs. Bye, see you all in next video.